So let this be a quick update here on price action of Bitcoin, because just like how we anticipated, Bitcoin looks like struggling to continue with this uptrend, and in the medium short term it might even come for a retest around certain key line. But if you have watched my video, if you have watched my previous video, you know a pullback will be giving us a buying opportunity, because in a bigger picture things still looks very bullish. That's exactly what I showed you on my previous video as well. I mean, in the medium short term, yes, we might come for a retest. Bitcoin might come for a retest around this previous neckline area, the line which previously rejected us could be retested. Just like in this example, you can see the line which previously rejected us could be retested, and then a continuation of an uptrend. That is what we are expecting to happen in the medium short term in the upcoming days, before expecting a U-shape or a V-shape type of reversal, because we know in the medium short term any sort of a pullback, but Bitcoin manages to remain above this 112, 114,000 around this neckline area, it is going to be a retest around this Williams alligator indicator, CryptoAnup buy sell indicator. I mean, this here is Williams alligator indicator, which is going to be acting as support above 112,000. CryptoAnup buy sell indicator will be acting as support above 112,000. So any sort of a pullback but price remaining above this trend line means just a temporary pullback before expecting a continuation in this manner. I mean, just like I shown here an example, after breaking out of the upper trend line, Bitcoin could be showing a very similar move, more of a higher highs, higher lows continuation type of formation. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. Any sort of a pullback in the medium short term, if you simply zoom out, it could be just a temporary pullback. And now, if we look at this bump and run reversal scenario, which we talked on my previous video, I showed you guys, if Bitcoin fails to regain its trend above 120,000, then in the medium short term, we must expect a continuation, which might look somehow like this. I mean, Bitcoin failing to find support above this 120,000 means we must expect a continuation in this manner. I mean, Bitcoin in the medium short term, just like as shown here in an example, right, could come for a retest around this 112, 114,000, and only after that a reversal, a V-shape or a U-shape reversal, because we know a bump and run reversal top is a bearish continuation pattern. But despite this being a bearish continuation pattern, Bitcoin is still holding strong above this trend line. This trend line previously held us. That's exactly where we came yesterday. That's exactly where we started bouncing. So if we hold this trend line and Bitcoin also managed to break out of this 120,000 resistance line, then this bearish continuation will get invalid. But if we fail, right, if it fails to regain its trend above this key trend line, then we have to be careful, because in that case, Bitcoin could show a very similar move to this one here. I mean, Bitcoin could start with another continuation, which could bring us around to test the support from this Williams alligator indicator, CryptoAnup buy sell indicator, and only after that reversal. So what am I trying to pinpoint is that even if Bitcoin shows a continuation to the downside, following some of the bearish scenario, because yesterday when we were talking about this descending broadening wedge, which was a bullish continuation pattern, despite this being a bullish continuation pattern, we are forming lower highs, lower lows continuation pattern type of formation. But even in that case, we said if you zoom out, this pullback could be a preparation of a new uptrend in this manner. Yes, guys, descending broadening wedge is a bullish continuation pattern. So if we fail to regain our strength above this trend line, there could be another pullback, Bitcoin forming another lower highs, right? And only after that, a move in this manner. But we are aware, everything, whether it's going to be a bullish breakout or a bearish reversal, right? Everything depends on the next FOMC meeting, which is going to take place in 8 hour 26 minutes. But if you look at the target rate probability for today, 30th of July, Fed meeting, you can see around 97.9% are expecting Fed to keep the rate unchanged, and around 2.1% are expecting Fed to cut the rate. But I personally think the Fed will keep the rate unchanged. So if something positive comes out from the Fed meeting, then we are expecting this uptrend to continue. Otherwise, we are expecting Bitcoin to come for a retest around certain key line, and only after that a U-shape or a V-shape type of reversal. But until then, please, I don't want you to over leverage yourself because market is expected to be very, very volatile. Now, looking at it using our leading indicator, according to our leading indicator, Bitcoin is still holding strong around the central line or this R2 line, R3, R1, and this is our central R2 line. So if Bitcoin starts losing the support which we have around 117, 118,000, then you can see according to our leading indicator, the next area of confluence is the R1 line for this month of July. So if this happens, then you can see the R1 line sits around $112,300. So that's why I was showing you, if Bitcoin fails to break out of this 120,000 resistance, then we must expect some retracement. Bitcoin coming for a retest around certain key line, and only after that a reversal which might look somehow like this. But even after a bearish move like this, we are still expecting Bitcoin to continue with this uptrend. I mean, a breakout from the previous high during uptrend has resulted in a very, very bullish move. So in our case, we have already broken out of the previous high, and now this is going to be looked as a continuation pattern. So in a bigger picture, you can see, unless we reach around the distribution area or around the overbought area, we are expecting this uptrend to continue, and any sort of a pullback will be looked as a temporary pullback and a great buying opportunity. So in case of a doubt, I suggest you guys to simply zoom out. So guys, this were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my vlog, then please do not hesitate to destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye bye.